my time.
Thank you, Ms. McBath. Mr. Good, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Ms. Magill, September 21, a Penn student was taken into custody after bursting into a Jewish organization's morning prayer service, shouting anti-Semitic comments, destructing property, and so forth. On November 10, after the October 7 Hamas attack, Penn issues an apology for a display of light projected onto campus buildings with anti-Israeli messages, including phrases such as, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free," and "Zionism is racism." On November 15, the Department of Ed announces that Penn is under investigation for possible civil rights violations of Title VI. And then just 2 days ago, another pro-Palestinian march happened on the edge of campus with Penn property being graffitied with offensive messages such as F the IDF, Intifada, the Arabic word for uprising, and so much and more. There is a deeply troubling tendency by many on the left, as has already been expressed in this hearing, in media, academia, among elected officials, and even some on this committee, who try to somehow conflate or equate anti-Semitism with so-called Islamophobia. It's troubling that it seems that it's only Jews or Israelis who, when they're attacked or victimized, somehow become the oppressors or instigators of those attacks in the eyes of leftists or some on Penn's campus specifically. It's wrong to suggest that anti-Semitism and Islamophobia are equivalent problems in this country, as noted already in this hearing. Jewish hate crime is the most predominant hate crime in this country today. Ms. Magill specifically. Again, just this past Sunday night, there was another march on the edge of the UPenn campus, an anti-Israeli march. Has there, at any time since October 7, been an equivalent large-scale gathering of crowds in support of the slaughter of Muslims or the elimination of an Arab or predominantly Muslim state? Has that happened on your campus or anywhere near your campus that you're aware of since October 7?
Congressman, any act of hate, I find
asked a
abhorrent.
specific question. Has there been any large gathering in support of the slaughter of Muslims or the elimination of an Arab state on or near your campus that you're aware of since October 7?
Congressman, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, thank you.
Have been.
So you would agree then it would be immoral or dishonest to treat the two as equivalent problems on campus, meaning anti-Semitism and Islamophobia, that there's an equivalency there on the scale of the scope of the problem on campus. Would you agree that would be immoral or dishonest to equate the two?
Congressman, I abhor all acts of hate.
Would you agree that it's immoral or dishonest to equate the two, that the problems are equal on your college campus or other college campuses? Any evidence of that effect?
Congressman, I abhor all acts of hate.
Thank you. Dr. Gay, on October 8, nearly 36 Harvard student groups authored a statement holding Israel responsible for the Hamas attack. On October 18, a Jewish Harvard Business School student was surrounded, accosted, and shoved to the ground while walking near and filming an anti-Israel protest. On November 10, when you condemned the use of the phrase "from river to the sea," over 100 faculty signed a letter criticizing your response to that, criticizing that phrase or condemning the use of that phrase. A Harvard Crimson survey of the class of 2022 showed that 93% of respondents viewed President Trump as unfavorable, 6% of students said they were conservative, 34% of students viewed favorably the Palestinian boycott, divestment, and sanctions, or BDS movement. Currently, Harvard is being investigated by the Department of Education for Title VI violations of civil rights. Title VI, as you know, prohibits recipients of federal funds from discriminating on the basis of race, color, or national origin. Title VI violation would occur when an institution has allowed, permitted, or created a hostile environment that targets someone based on their race, color, or national origin. We know, of course, that Harvard has a history of dividing people based on race, based on the Supreme Court's decision in Students for Fair Admission versus Harvard. Does Harvard actually teach anti-Semitism in classes?
Thank you, Congressman, for the question. No, we do not, and we condemn anti-Semitism. And at Harvard, there is no place for anti-Semitism.
As you know, Harvard received, over the last 4 years, $3.2 billion in federal grants and contracts. During the 2021 school year, Harvard received $104 million through Title IV. Why should Congress continue to invest money in Harvard when Harvard clearly violates Title VI and helps foster a hostile environment for Jewish students?
We are committed at Harvard to ensuring that all of our students thrive, that they feel safe and secure.
Well, apparently
And
100 professors who sent that letter to you criticizing your condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks don't agree with that. and your students, your institution is clearly producing students who are sympathetic to a terrorist organization, don't you think that's a misuse of taxpayer dollars? My time has expired. I yield back, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Good. Ms. Hay.